Battlefield 2042 right now is in a interesting position. Now, the reason that it's in this position is not because the game is turning out to be bad. I'm still extremely excited for Battlefield 2042. Between Portal, Hazard Zone, and just the regular, core Battlefield experience and Conquest, I'm pumped to finally give it a try. And I personally know that's not going to be a perfect experience day one. It's going to be problems. Just like with every Battlefield game, it's going to be at least a few months of issues, glitches, bugs, just completely covering the whole game that, obviously, we as the community have to go ahead and give them feedback and tell them about all the bugs so they can polish it off. But at the end of the day, I have confidence that this game is going to succeed. But one thing that could truly destroy your game is the communication that the devs have with their fan base. And recently, we have been getting none of that. People are pouring their hearts and souls out over on Twitter, trying to get feedback over this game, trying to figure out beta dates, how the game is turning out currently, certain issues that happened in the test version of the game, if they're going to be polished off and finished. And the developers have given us no feedback. And it's so weird because this happens not just with the EA DICE, but it happens with every development team. Same thing with Call of Duty. For some reason, within the first month of them announcing the game, they are very active. All the developers are on Twitter. They're talking to us. They're giving us feedback. Like, for example, Sledgehammer Games also gave us a full feedback list of things that they heard were going wrong in the alpha that they're going to be fixing. But I guarantee you, after that feedback list, Sledgehammer Games is not going to be talking to us at all. Same thing with Treyarch Games. They did the same thing with Black Ops Cold War during their beta. They talked to us a little bit, they communicated with us a little bit, but then after a couple more months, bam, dead silence. I don't know what's wrong with these development teams, but it's crucial for your community to know what's going on with your title. Because overall silence is typically a sign of bad progress. If they were proud of the title that they're putting out, obviously, EA probably has certain things that are forcing the developers to not say anything. But at the end of the day, they can still say if the game is turning out good or bad. They can still say that things are improving from the test version of the game to where we're at current day. But this lack of communication can truly destroy your game because of reasons like this. Over on Twitter, Tom Henderson went out, put a tweet, and he actually interviewed, well, I don't know if it was an interview or if he just had a chat, with actually a cheat distributor. He said, "I recently spoke with a hacker provider about Battlefield 2042 cheats already being advertised, etc." He replied, "Yeah, that game is effed. We have seen a 400% rise in website traffic and signups in August over July, with a large amount of that coming from Battlefield 2042 searches." A 400% rise. Do I have to repeat myself about this? That's not double, that's not triple, that's 400% more people are looking for cheating software than comparing search results in the past. And the majority of all these cheaters want to play Battlefield 2042. You see, anti-cheat is crucial for a Battlefield game. Not only because it's a AAA game and people love cheating in AAA games, but at the same time, there's a ton of players that you can get into one lobby in a game of Battlefield. You see, in other games like Call of Duty or, Rainbow Six Siege and stuff like that, people do cheat. Yes, there's cheaters there. But a lot of people, when they cheat, they want the best performance out of their money, which means they want to just mow down enemies. And the best place to do that is in Battlefield. Because compared to a 6v6 experience that you get in pretty much any other game, Battlefield is 32 versus 32. And, of course, as we all know, they're upping that number to 128 players. So now instead of cheaters saying, 64 players, they see literally 64 people per team. That is double the amount of players that are in past Battlefield games. Of course, cheaters are going to be all over this title. And when massive news like this spreads around, where do you expect us as the community to go? Obviously, to the developers. You guys are the heads behind Battlefield 2042, so when there's an issue with this game, we're not going to be going to the Call of Duty devs, we're not going to the Rainbow Six Siege devs, we're not going anywhere. We're going to the Battlefield devs. We want answers from you guys, so when you stay silent, it stresses us out. It worries us. And this isn't anything to ignore. Cheating is a massive issue nowadays. It's mainstream. Everybody knows about it. It's so big that even in the next Call of Duty game, they're advertising. One of the main advertising elements isn't microtransactions, isn't a new battle pass, isn't any, selling points that are in a store. Their new main way of advertising for the next Call of Duty game is a brand new anti-cheat system. That's how big and mainstream cheating is nowadays. And like I said, clearly with the numbers that are shown here, a 400% rise in website traffic, obviously cheating is becoming pretty popular and everybody knows about it. Some people want to do it. And the developers and obviously the publishers are aware of the current situations. And I gotta be honest here, every once in a while I gotta give credit to Call of Duty where credit is due. They're handling the cheating situation pretty decently here. Sledgehammer Games constantly goes on Twitter and constantly gives us updates about how many people are being banned, when new ban waves are coming out, and all this different information, along with Activision, like I said just here, advertising brand new anti-cheat systems. They're handling the situations very good. And also, I just saw as well that people who are cheating in Call of Duty, a live footage, legitimate stuff here, they are getting hardware banned. So not just, just getting banned off their account and they could just go easily make a new account or buy a brand new phone number for $3 and make a new account and stuff like that. They're getting banned on all platforms. No matter what account they go on, no matter what system they go on, they are permanently banned. That is a fantastic step in the right direction, and it's very recent too. It's almost like EA DICE does want to comment on the whole situation, but EA, the publishers, are holding them back, not allowing them to say anything about it because they know that the cheating situation is turning into a crap show for Battlefield 2042 personally. And they don't want to panic people. They don't want to scare people by obviously telling them news that they don't want to hear, which they would never do. There's not a single publisher out there that would openly say, oh yeah, cheaters are going to be completely just drowning Battlefield 2042 out. Like, what publisher would possibly do that? Their whole main goal is to make money, so they would gladly lie straight to our faces about this whole situation. So, their next best bet is to keep silent and don't say anything. And at a time like this, where the developers aren't even telling us about the game in general, we don't know if it's in a good spot, we don't know if it's healthy, we have no clue what's happening with Battlefield 2042. They're also not discussing anything about the cheaters whatsoever. We have no clue if it's an anti-cheat system in place. And also, with the previous crap that's been going on with Battlefield 5 just being an absolute disaster at launch and how it took a whole year just to perfect it off, along with their horrifying time to kill change in the middle of the life cycle, which made absolute... I still to this day don't understand that. The time to kill was fine in Battlefield 5, and then in the middle of the life cycle, they didn't do it in the very beginning when people are still getting used to the game, and they didn't do it at the very end when, people are just leaving and they could do whatever. They did it in the middle when people finally got used to Battlefield 5. They changed the time to kill, and it wasn't even like a tiny change in the time to kill. It was legitimately going from a time to kill, like in Modern Warfare 2019, straight over to a Black Ops 4 time to kill. 150 HP, extremely spongy, Gears of War status, Halo status. It made no logical sense, and I was so pissed at the developers for that. Again, they have so much work to do right now to gain back the trust of the whole community. This is not the time to be playing the silent game with us at all. And to be honest, this goes for all of the development teams, not just EA DICE, but we're talking about every game. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, X-Defiant, Splitgate that's currently out. All of these development teams need to work together and try to put an end to the cheating. You can't just have an easy anti-cheat anymore. You have to go to the distributors. You have to put out some lawsuits and shut these people down. You can ban people as much as you want, but the more people that learn about cheats and the more people that are out there that, out of 1,000 people that hear about a cheating software, even if like 3 out of 1,000 people go and buy the cheats, that's still a lot of people because there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people out there who love to play video games. And as the gaming scene grows, as we've obviously seen, gaming is getting bigger and bigger. It's like, what, a multi-billion-dollar industry right now. Gaming is like fire. It's on fire right now. That's why so many people, like myself, content creators, can actually do this for a living. If nobody gave a shit about video games, nobody would care to listen to commentaries or watch live gameplay channels of people pub stomping out lobbies. Nobody would be enjoying any of this stuff. That's why I always tell people, if you want to get into YouTube or Twitch content, do it. There's never a bad time to get into the scene. YouTube, Twitch, gaming in general has been growing for years and is still going to continuously grow. And as long as the internet doesn't completely shut down, I can't see anything happening in the near future that's going to, ruin anything that's revolving around gaming. It's been a really prime source of entertainment for the longest time now. But you guys get the idea. The more the gaming scene grows, and the more that new generations are brought up on gaming, the more there is a chance that people will be introduced into the cheating softwares that are out there to help them, be absolute douchebags in the online gaming scene. Even if it's just a small percentage of, like I said, 1,000 people, there's only 3 to 5 people who decide to go out and buy cheats. Like I said, this scene is growing rapidly. And as it grows, that small percentage is going to grow as well. And it's not even a small percent. There's a large percent. A lot of people cheat nowadays. It's not hard. It's very easy to, do. And if you get caught or banned, a lot of these cheating softwares will give you the same cheats back for free. So these publishers, and I know I've been saying the developers, which it's not the developers' problem for this. I know that. I just, like I said, I do all these commentaries off the top of my head, so sometimes I blur out other things when I should blur out the opposite. But the publishers have to all come together and seriously put an end to this. Because the longer this goes on untouched, not just Battlefield, but every game will suffer. But like I said, it does seem like a lot of developers and publishers are going in the right direction. Call of Duty and Warzone, it seems like they're finally, after all these years, pushing for a better anti-cheat system that's actually going to work. Fortnite has a good anti-cheat. I think Apex has a good anti-cheat. But sadly, there's still a lot of work to be done. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this commentary. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live stream some video games, I do it over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.